Hey guys, what's going on? It's David Mueller from Monetary Ocean, and today is May 31st, the end of the month, and I wanted to make this video to kind of recap May and then to talk about my goals going into June. So I'm just going to start going over a couple of these numbers, a couple metrics from this past month. So units shipped are going to be, or units sold, that is, 111 for a revenue of it was a tiny bit over, but about $2,500 total revenue. The profit was somewhere in the ballpark of about $750, so $750. So it's pretty decent. Compared to like the expenses, I think the expenses for the month were about 15 or a little bit under 1,500. So for units shipped to Amazon, I have a whopping 459 units. So when I first started off the year, I've talked about this before, it was 120 units from the start, like each month. Then it slowly moved up to like 200, and I destroyed the 200 mark. I over doubled it with the 400 mark. So going into June, I'll talk about that, but I want to do 300 units at least. So that's my main goal, is at least 300 units. So a couple things to talk about in May. I would say, if I were to look at it critically, I wasn't able to complete a lot of the things that I had wanted to do. One of the main things that I didn't do was I wanted to post 6 videos this month in May, and that did not happen. I was only able to get out 1 or 2, and I'm kind of upset at myself about that, and I've got things in place that are just going to make me make more videos in June, even though for about almost 2 weeks I'm going to be out of town. So I'm going to do a lot of work making videos and prepping them to upload while I'm away, but I'm shooting for at least 1 video per week, and hopefully more. That's my goal, but at least 1 video per week in June. Another thing that I kind of slacked off on was I wanted to run a 3-mile stretch sometime in the month. I wanted to set like an exercise or like a fitness goal. I did not even attempt that, unfortunately. At the beginning of the month, I started running a lot, and I guess, I don't know, I must have fallen out of habit, but it just kind of like slipped out of my hands, and I just, stopped running in general. So when it comes to, I'll get into my goals, but I have a big fitness goal set for June that I'm really focused and pumped about. One of the focuses that I had for May that I was able to execute on a lot was working on creating a bigger and more optimal space for my business, which I was able to do. I'm currently still working on that though. There's a lot of different aspects of it that need to like play out at the same time, work out at the same time, but we're at that point. Today is that day that I'm going to be able to finish it all and get it all wrapped up, and that's going to be hype. It's going to be able, or allow me to work more, efficiently in these coming months, because we're about to be going into Q3 in July, and that's going to be a big time for stocking inventory to prepare for Q4. So with that being said, I have made more space and I made an adjustment and made an inventory system, which I'm super like pumped about, because before I just had like this inventory system where I was like remembering where, for eBay especially. So I remember like some things were in the red bin and some things were in the gray bin, and there's other stuff piled over here, but I finally went through, sorted all my inventory, got it all in an Excel spreadsheet, which was like, I was super pumped when I finally like sat down and like grinded that out, because that was painful. So I'm really proud about myself for doing that. And then, like I said about the basement, so now that it's like summertime, the upstairs of my house gets super hot, so I'm gonna move everything, all my like business or my office stuff, to the basement, and just use my bedroom upstairs as like sleeping quarters. And so I'm gonna be focusing on like work a lot more, because I'm basically going to restrict myself only going to my room when I'm like settling down or going to bed. So, because I'm not going to have a computer in there, I'm not going to have anything besides like my TV, which is like mounted to the wall. But that kind of ties into the relaxation, which I don't watch too much TV anyways, but every now and again. So one thing in the month of May that I actually kind of almost accidentally got done was cold showers every day. So almost for it's been about 3 weeks now. I've taken a cold shower every single day, and I'm not talking about start with the hot, then turn to the cold. I'm talking about step in the shower, cold water, and turn it on, like just straight up. And it's actually gotten to the point where it's almost easy, and I enjoy it actually. So something that turned into almost like a punishment to myself turned into something that's like that's just what I do by default. Sometimes it does feel good to have like a hot shower, but I would say 98% of the showers I take now are ice cold. So one thing in May that I've been, I slacked off for the past like couple months, but now I've really started to pick up the pace on is going to like the outlet store, the Goodwill outlet, and sourcing through the bins. So literally, like I hadn't been going for a long time. I was going pretty consistently on Wednesdays, but then I can't remember. There was something that threw me out of my loop, and I think it was garage sailing started because I was only going on Wednesdays, and then some stuff happened where I wasn't able to go a couple Wednesdays, and that kind of just like kind of threw me out. But now I'm back into the habit of going to the bins, which is going to be at least like 2 or 3 times a week for me. But I literally like in 1 week of going or 2 weeks of going like two or three times per week, I was able to source. Man, it was like close to 150 or 100 to 150 books, which I didn't think like in the past because I was still new and I didn't necessarily know what to look for. But now that I'm more experienced in the book division, I can see what I've already seen before and books that I haven't seen that could have profit. So I'm faster at getting the more profitable books from the jump, which allows me to walk out of there with a lot more books. Usually I'm looking at somewhere between like 20, like either anywhere between 15, 20, and 30 books in these past couple times. So, that really adds up when you're going multiple times per week. Alright, so for the month of June, I'm actually pretty time crunched. When I calculated it out, I've only got 18 days of June that are like not occupied by like a strict me being somewhere else. So it's going to be a lot of tough work, and it's going to be a lot of grind and determination this month, and I'm really going to be testing myself more than I have, probably more than any time this whole year. So I compiled a list of all the business and personal things that I want to do, and I'm going to start with the business. So my goal for the first week of June is to have 150 books. I'm already up to 40 books that I picked up the other day. I've got a book sale coming up in a pretty low-key town on Tuesday of, I think it's the second or third, fourth, I don't know. I'm not too concerned about the book situation. I know I'll be able to blow that out of the water. The next goal I have business-wise is 50 units listed. So I've kind of run into an issue where I'll get a bunch of products for eBay or Poshmark, and I'll like take the pictures, and I won't like list it, because listing it's simple, but it's just monotonous, and it can kind of just get to the point where you don't want to do, like, you just kind of push it off. Oh, it's easy, so I'll just push it off, and then it rolls into the next day. So I've been getting better about listing right away, and so my goal for this month is to have at least 50 items listed, which that all my goals that I set are base level. So obviously I want to shoot past it. I still push my goals out a little bit more than I think I can achieve. So it's kind of, even if I don't make it, which I this month I'm hitting all these goals 100%, mark my word. And if not, then it's gonna be some funny videos for you guys. And I don't know yet because I just thought of it, but I'm gonna have to punish myself pretty much if I can't get all this stuff done. So 300 units Amazon, 50 units for eBay or Poshmark, 15 wholesalers contacted. So I'm looking into more wholesale things. So my goal is 15 people contacted and like 15 catalogs, like 15 confirmed wholesalers that could, not necessarily 15 winning products or anything like that, but 15 new wholesale relationships. So that's something I'm going to work on while I'm on vacation. I'm going to do the product researching finding, basically creating a list of the wholesalers that I want. And then when I come back, I'm going to make a lot of phone calls, shoot a lot of emails, and that kind of stuff. Another goal I want to have is I want to have a garage sale on a Monday and a Saturday. So I've got a lot of things, either dead inventory that was returned on Amazon, it was damaged or whatever, that I want to sell, and just miscellaneous other stuff from my past and my childhood that I want to get rid of. And so I'm going to start collecting from friends and family a bunch of stuff that they want to sell at the garage sale, and I'm going to host a garage sale. I was shooting for the first, well, actually, like Saturday coming up here, so like the 1st of June, and then like whatever the next Wednesday is. But I wasn't able to get all the things together, and so it just didn't work out. But for sure in June, I'm going to be hosting my own garage sale, and I'll put out a video for you guys as well on different topics like how to get it all ready, pricing, all that kind of stuff. And so then my other business goal is I want to have at least one video every Friday. So my goal is to shoot for more than one video a week, minimum one video every Friday. That is something you guys can count on, and I'm not going to let you guys down. So for my personal goals now, so one of the biggest personal goals I'm setting for myself, and I'm going to be really strict on myself for, is exercising every single day for at least 1 hour. Whether that be, I'm going to try to be in the gym most of those days, but when I'm going to be out of town, I'm not going to have access to the gym, so that's where the hour kicks in. I'm going to be either running or just working out however I can with whatever I have in my situation. So that is something that I'm really going to be strict on myself about, is exercising for at least an hour every single day. And I've been really slacking on my exercise. I've kind of been just kind of like working, and it wears you down, and I just haven't, not wanting to go to the gym. But I'm really focused on, focusing on my body and, being healthy. And so exercising every day is something I can't wait to start on. And, I can't wait to look back and see all 30 days of me exercising for at least an hour. So another goal for myself that I really am focusing on is averaging at least 7 hours of sleep per week. And this is something that I really see the effects when I don't get enough sleep, and so I'm really trying to get my sleep. My issue is I don't go to bed when I'm supposed to. I always, push off. I procrastinate going to bed, which is the silliest thing ever, and then I'll regret it because I'll have to wake up early to go to book sales, garage sales, all different things that requires me to wake up early, and it always bites me in the butt because I don't go to bed soon enough. So that's going to be a big thing of mine. I'm going to be in bed in any time between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. There could be a special occasion in there somewhere, but like I said, averaging 7 hours of sleep. I use a Fitbit, so it tracks my sleep, and my average recently has been anywhere between 6 to like 6.5 hours. And just like how I get those hours is it's annoying to me, like, because it'll be light sleep at nighttime, and then I'll have to take like an hour, 2 hour nap just to recover to get that extra sleep in that I need. And so, that can really kind of throw off your day. So 7 hours average a week, shooting, higher, obviously close to 8 is better, but, baby steps. I need to like slowly get into the groove of, going to bed sooner mainly. If I can do that, then it'll be a piece of cake. And the last of my personal goals that I can think of now, I always like to add a couple in the mix. Sometimes I'll think of one that's, really good, and I'll just, throw it in. But this last one I can think of now is going to be a shout out to my boy, Jake Diego, 30 days of yoga. So for the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing yoga every day. If I were to put a time on it, probably 20 to 30 minutes a day. I'm going to see what he's doing and match him. But, me and Jake are always looking for challenges and stuff. He's always, looking for the next monthly challenge. I know that. And so when he said he was doing a yoga challenge, I've done yoga a couple times, but I was really hyped about it because, when you see like multiple like other people online in the Instagram communities doing these challenges, I always get hyped up to do them myself because you have some other people to hold you accountable, and you're holding other people accountable too, so it works both ways, you know. So there you have it, guys. All my May recap, my June goals, my visions for the month. I am super pumped. I got to jump on every month. I always start out the same way. I do my finances. I do credit card pay, like, you know, pay on my credit cards. I do the goals for the month, and I do a reflection. And so I wanted to make this into a video just to hold myself accountable, because next month I'm going to look back at this video and I'm going to, you know, scrutinize myself. If I didn't get any of these, like, if the things that I'm telling you guys right now don't get done, there is going to be a price to pay. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys set good goals for yourself, and I hope you guys hit those good goals for yourself. But until next time, guys, my name is David Mueller from Monetary Ocean. Don't wait, dive in.